guys, it's your boy Steven Texan. Look, man, today it's been a week of heavy hitters nonstop, and today we got another one. We got Austin's own Bars Robinson up in here, man.
Appreciate y'all having me, bro.
Man, I appreciate you coming by,
No,
man.
it ain't nothing but love.
Man, how long I known you for now?
Some years, bro.
Like 4 years. I was like 3-4 years.
I was like, where I meet, bro? I can't remember where we met.
I don't even remember where I met you.
Somewhere.
Man, outside somewhere for sure. Outside, it's been nonstop, man.
I feel like we always run into each other too at the right time.
And we just ran into each other at the Fat Gator weekend.
Yeah, you was coming off stage filming.
Yup.
I was like, shoot, you trying to hop back on stage?
Yeah.
We finna go.
Yeah, we finna go.
That was cool. It was good to see you, bro. I like seeing people staying consistent, working. You know what I'm saying? When you outside and then I'm back outside, you out there too. We all on that same page of working, bro. And that's important.
Yeah.
That's important.
Dog.
What you got? What else? What's up? What's up? What's up?
I'm here. Yeah, I know
we
you're
talking?
here. Yeah, we talking. So I banged your album like I told you I would, the Network album.
Appreciate you, bro.
That album was pretty smooth, you know what I'm saying? You did a song, The Old Me.
Yeah, man, that's what I was listening to pulling up right now. Yeah,
you did a song called The Old Me.
Yeah,
so take me through that song. Like, why is it called The Old Me?
Man, you know, kind of self-explanatory. Obviously, you know, I'm talking about my old self, the old version. But it's like giving it, when I say one time for the old me, it's like giving a toast, giving celebration to the old me.
Yeah.
Because that's what got me where I'm at. You know, is going through that wave. You know, hook is real simple for you to understand, but that's why I break it down in them verses.
Uh-huh. And is the
we get a little personal too with some of the topics on that one right there.
Yeah, yeah. Is the old me like something that you had to change because you knew if you kept being the old you, it was gonna be detrimental?
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
And not just to myself, but to the kids, bro. I got 3 kids, so the way I was moving then, my little man, when he was about 1 or 2, I started waking up. And I was like, man, if I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna do something for them and I'm gonna be moving in a positive direction for myself and to be a father, I gotta do something different, bro.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, even that style of track, because it's more laid back, more, you know, hip hop. And just, it really took me back to where I was making that one, bro. And it's being able to look at the old me versus where I am now. I wouldn't even seen that coming, bro.
Yeah. And when did you kind of hit that point in your life? You're like, okay, like today is the day. You know what I'm saying? Like today's the day where like I'm gonna start a new me.
Man, I can't even put a date on it. Like what
or
time
just like
period?
Maybe like a not necessarily a date, but like you went through something and like an experience, and you're like,
yeah. I mean, it was a lot, but I say something that woke me up though was 2017, 2016 actually. I got in a real bad car wreck. One of those years, 16, 17. I got a real bad car wreck though. Hospital 4 or 5 days, fractured C7.
Damn.
Strong chance of being paralyzed for what they say, but just that kind of like. I never saw this wreck coming. I said it before the interview, but just that alone was like. I woke up going to the hospital, never saw it. So it was like, man, if I'm gonna do something, I gotta do it. And if I'm gonna change, I gotta change. If I wanna make progression, I gotta create it, you know? So that kind of woke me up, I say around that time period.
Yeah.
16, 17.
It was interesting to listen to your song because like a lot of people only know me through like, you know, doing this media stuff. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't know that and I was telling my buddies the other day, we were like having conversations about like our past and things we never like really told each other and all this shit. I used to sell drugs like super heavy in Round Rock. Like super heavy. Like
that ain't the place to do it either.
But
Williamson County ain't no joke.
But fortunately, like I never had no like, you know, issues with nobody. I never had no beef with nobody. You know, I would sell like I wouldn't sell like the heroin and the coke. I would, you know, hey, if you want me, I'll make the phone call, get everything. You know what I'm saying? But
you need the smoke though. I got the smoke.
That the bars, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, as I was listening to that song, I was like, damn, bro, like people that got those type of like past and shit, and they listen to this, they can relate. They're gonna relate to that shit.
And it's a lot of different ways people can relate on that one. But that's kind of similar story. You know, was doing the selling and all that. Didn't have a job for a long time. And then when my son got up there, I'm like, man, I need to.
How old is your son?
He'll be 16 in October.
16 in October. Oh man.
So I started waking up a long time ago.
Yeah.
He was a young son. I was like, all right, I got to do something different.
You have 3
bro.
kids?
Yeah, 15, 10, and 5.
Man, I got a 3-year-old. I'm like,
hey, it's a job, bro. It ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, you definitely got to be level-headed
Yeah.
and strong-willed, bro. If you consider yourself to be a good parent.
Yeah.
Because I run a whole construction business, bro. We do contracting. I run all that on the side. I do music damn near full-time.
Yeah.
My father, you know, 50% of the week every week. So it's a lot to go into it. And you definitely, you got to be in motion.
Yeah.
You got to be in motion
Yeah.
all the time. As you know, you got a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that's what woke me up right
That's
there.
what woke you up right there.
Yeah, that woke me up, bro.
You know, for me, it was, and I tell my friends this, that have heard this story and stuff. My awakening was all 3 of my plugs in the same year vanished. I just say they went to jail because they vanished. I'm talking like, man, we used to talk like 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day, every single day. So after like a week of not hearing from all 3 of them in the same year, even like 2 weeks, even sometimes I loop back around like a month later, like
Yeah.
try to call the number or text it or something, you know what I'm saying?
You like, something going on.
Something going on, yeah. So when all 3 of them went down in the same year, I was like,
it might be that time.
yeah, I'm gonna have to get on out of
Yeah, bro.
this.
Yeah, that's when you wake up, though. You wake up and it's time, like I say, get in motion. And anybody out there that is still in that lane, man, it ain't never too late to wake up, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't never too late to get out there and do something different. A lot of people get, you know, you grew up on it, cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, what you gonna do to do something different, though? Or else you just gonna keep
Yeah, and you
riding
know,
the
I
same
hate when
wave
people
everybody
do
been
that
on.
sometimes, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
bro.
saying?
I try to stay away from that crowd, you know, all love to them. But if I see, like, if I meet you, I can pretty much tell what we can do for each other to benefit, you know. And if it ain't really no benefit there, it's like, I got kids.
You
I
got
ain't got
kids
time
and
to hold
shit.
nobody else's hand,
Yeah.
you know. I got 3
Yeah.
of my own.
Yeah, it's got to be a mutual, like, somewhere it's got to make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whether
yeah.
it's, you know, you're gonna do a good collab with somebody, or, you know, payment for the, you know, show or whatever. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying? But
facts.
yeah, no, I feel you on that one. Back on the album though, why you call it Network?
Man, everything on that, I mean, obviously I want people to network and that's what we do, but everything on that album, every song, like I said, every song got a story, but every beat came from a certain place. Where I recorded, they wasn't all recorded in one state, one place, one engineer. It's
you
all
did-
something different.
So you did different. It's all different.
Everything's
Different
different.
engineers, different
Yeah.
states,
Not-
different
and
cities.
Not every other, I mean, you know, there's a few songs that I did here in Austin, but
Yeah.
I mean, some of them songs I did in Las Vegas, some we did in New York, some we did in Orlando. There's one we did in Colorado right now.
Yeah.
And like 3 or 4 of those beats were produced from a homie that's in Russia, you know, so it's different elements that came from networking that even got those records recorded, you know. So I went out and networked this and that, boom. Dang, that's how I met the person who got this beat to me. That's how I met the person who knew the guy out there in New York to go record with, all by networking.
Yeah.
So that whole album is a product of networking.
Of
bro.
networking.
Of
That's
networking.
crazy
For
right
real.
there.
And I'm gonna be real with you, like we were already pronouncing. We were already announcing the album. Like, yo, we got a new album coming for 20. I was touring with Currency again,
Yeah,
second
you
time.
did this. You did the Currency show.
So, so we already that's already a big thing with him in 420. So we just happen to want to drop so we can promote while we're on the road. And shoot, bro, it wasn't until about a month before we had been promoted. I had no idea what I was gonna call the album at all. Like I didn't know what I was gonna call it, 'cause I ain't, and shoot, Network was it just sat well with me.
So how long did it take you to do that album?
Man, the whole album, I've dropped the album every single year, every year straight since 2018.
No, the Network album.
I know. But
Okay.
last year I didn't. And I was like, I'm going to work singles and I really want to take an extra year to perfect this album. So it was about a year and a half of recording. But 60% of the album that made it was stuff that was recorded within the last 6-7 months. So it's been a whole nother, like, and you've heard, it's a lot of, I call that the most universal, like, piece of work ever, bro.
Yeah.
Because there's so many different elements, for myself at least, you know. There's so
Yeah.
many different elements in that album, bro. To be able to get it in the amount of time that we did. And it's still a lot of people's albums, even big people. They'll be like this, then sometimes they'll go like this, but what do they all do? They all normally the albums kind of start getting corny. And I feel like I'm a big critic to myself. I take in what other people say, what other people are talking about, bro. And when I'm getting that feedback of like, yo, this work right here it's steady elevating. We're steady taking different notches And one thing I can say is I'm never scared to take a chance on sounding different or doing something different that I'm not used to. Because you stay in that one lane, in that one box, that's all you got. You know? So, network. Get the album.
Yeah. No, that's tough.
Network.
Yeah.
It's a crazy one,
Yeah.
bro.
So did you do some? You get some good networking out of at the Gator event?
Yeah, bro. It's always, man, you go to the Fat Gator events, bro, it's always so many different people there. They had car shows going on. They have people running barbecue businesses with competitions.
Man, did you have any of that barbecue?
I didn't. I was running back and forth to the Gator House. I
didn't
wanted
either.
it though. I wanted it. But nah, it's always a good line of networking out there, bro. Whether it's the artists, promoters, security, everybody knows somebody. You know what I'm saying? Even how we lock back in with each other, bro, up there at the event. It's like everybody knows somebody. All you gotta do is get out there and network.
You did one of the songs out there.
Yeah, down on my side.
Down on my, yeah. That took them like 20 times to get
Man,
it right.
I don't know what happened
They
with the
said your
sound.
file wasn't working right or
And
whatever.
what was crazy is like we just sent it right to the next DJ and it worked fine. So
Who did you have Zach at that time? Or
no, I didn't have my DJ out there. They had
They
I
had
can't
Zach
remember
and Dat Boy Play.
yeah, and they both cold.
Yeah,
they both
yeah.
cold. But it happened. They both professional about it.
Yeah.
And I just ran a cappella and shoot. Afterwards, that was the response was like,
Yeah.
I told Zach, I said, hey, we might have to just do that from now on.
Yeah.
Cut the beat, because the response, they're like, oh, he can sing. He ain't just light skinned. He got some, you know what
You
I'm
like
saying?
doing acapellas?
I don't really like doing it because I like the feel of, you know, what I created it to.
Mm-hmm.
But if it happened like it happened, you get in that moment, bro, it go.
How you
know?
feel like take me through y'all's mindset, right? Like when y'all are on stage and then those technical difficulties do happen.
I'm aware of
and
everything.
And you do have to go into acapella mode. You know what I mean?
A lot of people ain't too aware of a situation, bro. I'm aware of where everyone's standing. I'm aware. I came and told you.
Yeah.
I said, hey, the bulk of the crowd right now is here, so I'm gonna get on top of that speaker, the camera angle, so we catch the energy. I'm very aware of what's going on and who's doing what, especially with sound. Even when it first came on, it was a little loud, but I heard him adjust it, so it was cool, and I know how to, you know. But when incidents happen, the beat just cut off. You got two things to do. You either rock out or you try to, you know, make it cool. You're like, hey, yo, we working on the sound right now, but let me check something. Who got energy over here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who you come to rock with? And then you just dive into it, give them time to fix it, which they did. You know what I'm saying? But any good artist, they prepare for it. It ain't even really a thing you got to think too much. If it happened, you already know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, you've been out here doing it, trial and error and experience. It'll put you in the right position, bro.
Yeah. I think good stage presence puts a lot of artists in good positions
100%.
too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like sometimes some of these artists got good songs, but the stage presence just
And
don't
then
be
they
there.
don't know how to do this, bro. They don't know how to read the damn crowd, bro.
Yeah.
When you read the crowd, a lot of people don't want you coming up there. Hey, yo, make some mother noise. No, man, they been out here for hours waiting on Boosie. They ain't even here for us, bro.
Did you stay for the Boosie part?
Nah, we had stuff going on at the Gator, so I had the house, so I had to run back over there. But nah, man, crowd, read that energy. Because a lot of, man, especially if you open, I learned this on early on, if you opening up from somebody, bro, whether it's Currency, whether it's Wu-Tang, whether it's Boosie, whether it's Kirko, Gorillaz, if you open it up for a big name act, them people who bought tickets are not there for you, my boy.
Yeah.
I don't care how good your music is, how cool you think you are. When you get up there and you do 4, 5, 6, 7 songs, and this crowd been standing here for hours waiting on old boy, that you get old and repetitive real quick.
You think it's a waste of time for artists to if you only have a position where you have to open, like they only have one slot.
That ain't no waste of time. You just got to do it right.
Yeah,
you just got to do it right. Make sure the crowd's for you. And any crowd should be for you, to be honest.
Yeah.
But you got to make sure that crowd's for you, and whatever songs you're doing,
make them.
It's got to match the energy of the event, where you at, the temperature outside, bro, what people are mindset they in. Everybody out there chilling, having a good time. Do you have chilling, good time music or good vibe music? You know, I did that down on my side because that one, everybody up there rapping. That was a cool little summer jam, little vibe, and everybody was just like, hey, yo, that was cool.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what I'm saying? So reading that crowd, it'll never be a waste of time opening up. That's the way you get in front of big crowds. You know?
Yeah.
That's the way you do it. You find you a connect, find you a plug to one of these big venues, 400, 500,000, 1,500, 2,000 people, and start working your energy, bro. And when you do that and you do it right, you get your content from it, post it, do all that. ain't nothing but opportunities for falling your lap.
Yeah, and you've been in front of a lot of big crowds.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
Like
bro.
I've seen you open up for a lot
Yeah.
of big crowds. Who's your favorite person you've opened up for recently?
Man, Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang?
Yeah,
That
Wu-Tang.
came out
And
fast
but
too.
that's
No
just because that crowd
hesitation.
is different, and it's such a mix, bro. It's like, of course, predominantly black, but it's a lot of like, you know, white supporters, Hispanic supporters, and all. And the Wu-Tang just has that crowd, like they just come with energy, bro, the whole time. Okay, side of that though, I will say the big fashion shows we've been doing recently. Them be the crowds too, bro.
Yeah.
Because they come for art and we've been incorporating the performances during the walk with the models, and you don't see a lot of that, especially in some of these Rich's Art Gallery. They just did their 5th year anniversary, and I performed, and we did the whole. And there's about 500 people there at capacity, and in a space like that, that's a good amount of
That's
people.
a good
bro.
amount of people.
Especially if you building like we building.
Yeah.
But that crowd too, man. I've done 3 to 4 different big fashion shows with them, and those crowds are just, man, I feed off energy, bro. When you got people who ain't too cool to be a fan or too cool to have fun, bro, you don't really get that vibe. And when you are around them people who just want to have a good time, you want to have a good time, bro. You know, so.
So what would you say to like if you went outside tomorrow and you met a brand new artist, what kind of advice would you give new artists in today's game with everything that's going on?
That depends on what he sound like.
Yeah.
Because he might play me some, man. Hey, some artists be making some real good stories, bro.
Yeah.
And if they fresh and all that too, you know, Temu be having everybody, you know, you don't know what they wearing. And if they pull up on you with the right story, man, bro, go hard. Like, okay. And then you go listen to their stuff, he needs to go to the basics.
Yeah.
It just depends on what they sound like, bro. But let's say it's somebody you could tell, okay, this person got like a little hit, or they got some potential. Like, I like I can see it. Man, content. Go get your content, get outside and network, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't got shows, go meet DJs and go to shows. That's how you find out who books.
Yeah.
Who's managing. The promoter's always gonna be at the show that they've been promoting. Go link up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I would say. Get out there, network, and get off your ass.
Go put that belt to ass.
Go put that belt to ass.
Go put that belt to ass. Yeah.
That's what I tell them now.
But that's what you would tell them? Yeah. You feel like, you know, some people say that a lot of rap music nowadays ain't got no real storytelling to it no more.
No, they don't.
You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of copy paste, drill, woo woo, this and that.
I feel like it's a bunch of, I call it brag music. Just bragging on what you do, what you got, and it's cool. Some of it, you know, if the delivery there and the energy right, cool. But it's like, why you gotta fuck my bitch, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking on do it this and that. Like you say, the same old talk.
Yeah.
And there are those artists who do, you know, put their storytelling, but even at that, not everybody likes storytelling, and not everybody like the drill.
Yeah.
Can you blend it?
I don't know. Can you blend it?
I be blending.
Yeah,
I be
blend
blending.
it.
I'm saying, so can they blend it though?
Yeah.
Because when you can blend it, that's what I feel like the Network album, man, it's a blend. Like, and a lot of people say that, and I said it before, but it's a blend, bro. If you have not heard the Network album, Bars Robinson, I don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
Well, Bars, tell them where they can find you out on social media,
Bars
man.
Robinson on Instagram, Apple Music, that's where I prefer. Spotify, Amazon, everything, man. Wherever you need to lock in. Bars Robinson, Gmail. We just locked in. Tap in with me, man. We gonna network.
Yeah.
We
Nah,
gonna
I
network.
appreciate you for coming by, Bars.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Don't have too much fun
Yes,
without
sir.
me, you know what I'm saying?
Now we're gonna be linked in. We
Yeah.
we running the Gator House back in August. But we got some better plans for what's going
Yeah.
on. 'Cause it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a bet.
Shit. All right. Cool. Sweet.